It is amazing. We have all our ingredients out here. I've got some black pepper. We have garlic powder, paprika. We have onion powder. My all-purpose seasoning, which is being bottled as we speak, so you all will be able to get your Pam's Prep all-purpose seasoning real soon. We've got a couple of eggs. I've got my favorite hot sauce, which is red hot sauce. I've got a little mustard, parsley flakes, which were grown in my garden at the Scaredy Cat Gardener on YouTube. I've got rice flour, which I made myself, and I will link that later in the video. Can't do this without a little Old Bay seasoning, no matter what you have. I have some all-purpose flour, and I just have some large shrimp here that have been cleaned, deveined, and I have the tails on. You can take the tails off if you want to. Welcome back to Cooking at Pam's Place. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today here in my kitchen. I really do appreciate you. Take a second and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss anything. If you are returning, thank you so much for keep coming back over and over again. Love having you here. And for my channel members, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for your loyal, faithful support. Okay, so I'm going to move some of this to the side so we can start preparing our amazing restaurant quality shrimp. This is better than Popeyes shrimp, anybody's shrimp, guys. It's nice, it's crispy, it's plump, it's juicy. Whoo. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is combine my seasonings all into one so that they will be well combined when we mix them up for our marinade. And I'm going to set them to the side because some of them I'm going to be using a second go round when I actually season the flour. That was onion powder. This is garlic powder. Putting in a little paprika. Adding in my all-purpose seasoning. Black pepper. And we can't forget the Old Bay. I also like to go in with just a little bit of parsley flakes. Again, grown in my garden at the Scaredy Cat Gardener. Let's go ahead and combine this so they'll be nice and well combined. Next, you want to go ahead and lightly beaten your eggs so that the white can incorporate with the yolk really well. You don't have to beat them a lot, but you do want them to be incorporated a little bit. Put this aside and grab our large mixing bowl. To it, I'm going to add the rice flour, and I forgot an ingredient, so I'll be right back. Anytime I am frying anything, I always add a couple of spoons of baking powder. You'll be amazed at the crispiness that it will provide. Now we're going to add in about another half a cup of all-purpose flour. And I will have all the exact measurements down in the description right below the video while you're watching it so that you all can make this in your kitchen too. Go ahead and combine this to make sure you have no lumps in there. Okay, grab you another large mixing bowl. You're going to go ahead and put your eggs in. To that, we're going to add our hot sauce, our mustard, and our seasoning blend. Make sure you stir this until it is well combined. At this point, you want to give it a little taste to make sure it's seasoned to your satisfaction. And just a little bit. You're not really eating it, just putting it on your tongue. Delicious. Ooh, I can taste that heat coming through. Now from here, go ahead and add in your shrimp. Toss them in the mixture until they are very well coated. once you have them well coated, grab some plastic wrap, and we're going to cover this and let it marinate for about 10 or 15 minutes on your counter, because you want them to be at room temperature when you get ready to cook them. So don't put them in the refrigerator. Okay, and we'll be back. Okay, I have transferred my flour mixture into this stainless steel bowl because I have a top to it and I need a top. I'm going to go in and season my flour. I like to season in layers. Although the crust, the flour part, is going to be light and airy and crispy, when you bite into it, you still want to have that flavor in your batter as well as on your actual product, no matter what it is, whether you're cooking shrimp or chicken or pork chops, it doesn't matter. And on this one, I'm adding actually a little bit of salt because I didn't have a salt component in anything that I added. So just go ahead and mix that really, really well. I'm going to grab the shrimp and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to put a few in here at a time. We're going to shake it up, and then we are going to put it on a plate until we get them all done. So I like to pick them up. That's why I like to leave the tails on, so I can make sure I have a lot of that marinade on there. You can shake any excess off and just go ahead and put them in there. You don't want to overcrowd it even when you're flouring them. So I'm going to put about half in here and then put the other half in. If you don't have a container with the top to it, you can use a paper bag, you can use a plastic bag. I just like using my little bowl here, and I'm just going to shake it around. Okay, that should do it. They are nicely coated, and just like when you're doing this, if you're using your hands, you want to use a wet tongue and a dry tongue. So I've grabbed a dry tongue here, and as you can see, nicely coated. I'm just going to lay them on the platter here and just let them hang out until I have them all done. That way they cook up quick. I don't have to worry about trying to flour them while I'm actually cooking them. Okay, we are now at the stove. I am heating up my oil. I am just using regular vegetable oil. And for all of you all who are going to tell me in the comments to stop using vegetable oil, you do you, boo. Okay, so to make sure you have your skillet, your pot, whatever you're frying in, up to the right temperature, which for me, it's going to be about 325 degrees. I'm going to be using this thermometer. This is a Chefstemp thermometer, and it is amazing. It's lightweight, it's magnetic. It will turn from Fahrenheit to Celsius. You can hold it in your right hand, you can hold it in your left hand, and all you need to do is stick it down in there, and it will give you your accurate reading within seconds. So once it comes up to temp, I'm going to do this. It also is a pocket, so it holds it just like that. Nice and neat. It's magnetic, so you can put it somewhere that's magnetic as well. I will leave a link in the description to this Chefstemp thermometer, so that if you like to try it out, you can do so. Okay, let's head over and see if our oil is ready. Okay, we are right at about 290. 295 almost, and as you can see, I have it. It's not just propped up here, it's magnetic. See that? So I don't have to stand here and hold it or anything like that. The probe is down in the oil and it will register when the time is right. Okay, so we are there. We are right at about 327, almost at 330. That's good enough for us to get started. And I can remove this from the oil. You can leave it there if you want to make sure you maintain your temperature or something like that. These are only going to take maybe about 5 minutes or until golden brown. While those are cooking, I don't like to fry anything and put it directly on paper towel. So I have a little wire basket here and the paper towel is underneath, and I'll put them in there and let it drain through so that they won't get soggy. Look at how nice and crispy they are. Oh my goodness. Ooh, okay, we are all done. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Nice and crispy and lightly battered. Oh my goodness. Ooh, and I like to have a little spicy mayo with mine, so have a little spicy mayo right here. It's just mayo and hot sauce blended together to your heat level. Okay, but before we go ahead and do our taste test, if you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today here in my kitchen. I really do appreciate you. Take a second and subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell so you won't miss anything. Returning subscribers, make sure you have the post notification bell on too. I appreciate you, and channel members, make sure you have the post notification bell on. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Okay, without further ado, and for those of you all who have been in my comments asking me, why am I eating certain things with a fork and a knife? It's not about etiquette. It's about the ability to. And unfortunately, I cannot bite anything due to some problems I had a few years ago with my teeth. Thank God they are still all my teeth. But I can't bite anything on the front, not even a slice of bread. So I have to put everything in my mouth. So I use a fork and a knife. That being said, oh my goodness. All the seasonings I put in there, the hot sauce, the mustard. Now it doesn't have a mustard flavor. That's more or less a binder. But all the rest of those seasonings, my all-purpose seasoning, the Old Bay, the garlic, the onion, this is fantabulous, guys. Ooh, you have got to make some, and you have got to tell me how you like it. Okay, grab me one more bite, and I will see you all next time. The good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye. Mmm.